I've been exploring the Navy Federal More Rewards American Express card for a while now, and this video is my honest and unbiased review on the same. I'll cover all the main points, from key features to risks. So by the end of this video, you'll have a better understanding of it. First, let's talk about what it offers. The Navy Federal More Rewards American Express card is a no annual fee rewards card aimed squarely at everyday spending, especially if a big chunk of your budget goes to groceries, gas, and going out to eat. You earn triple points at restaurants and on food delivery, triple points at supermarkets, and triple points on gas and transit, while everything else earns 1 point per dollar. For 2026, Navy Federal is also running a welcome offer of 20,000 bonus points after you spend $2,000 in the first 90 days of account opening, which they value at about $200. Those points are fairly flexible. You can redeem them for cashback, travel, gift cards, or merchandise, and you can stack even more rewards through Navy Federal's member deals portal, where some merchants offer up to 15 points or 15% cashback per dollar. Being on the American Express network also brings some nice extras like discounts and perks on travel, car rentals, and access to special entertainment press sales, which add a bit more value beyond the raw rebate rate. For a card that does not charge an annual fee, that combination of solid multipliers and American Express branded perks is competitive with a lot of mainstream issuers going into 2026. The cost side is also a plus, at least for people who avoid carrying a balance. The card has no annual fee, no foreign transaction fees, and typically no balance transfer or cash advance fees at Navy Federal branches or ATMs, with only small fees if you use non-Navy Federal machines. The ongoing variable APR range, roughly in the mid-teens up to 18%, is lower than many mass-market rewards cards, but it is still high enough that interest will wipe out the value of your points if you revolve the balance. In other words, it is a strong everyday earner as long as you treat it like a charge card and pay in full each month. With that said, it's not perfect. The first big limitation in 2026 is that it runs on the American Express network, which still is not accepted as widely as Visa or MasterCard, especially at small local shops or in some international markets. If you want one card to work everywhere, this is better as a companion than a standalone option. The other catch is that you must be eligible for Navy Federal membership, which is restricted to active duty, veterans, Department of Defense employees, and their families, so a lot of people simply cannot apply. There is also no intro 0% APR window for large purchases or balance transfers, so if your priority is financing rather than rewards, there are better choices from other issuers as of 2026. Redemption value is decent but not groundbreaking. You are earning points instead of simple cashback, and depending on how you redeem, the effective rate can slide a bit below the headline 3% equivalent if you pick lower value options like some merchandise or certain gift cards. A straightforward 3% cashback card in those same categories would be simpler and sometimes more transparent, so this card makes the most sense if you actually plan to use travel, American Express style perks, or the member deals portal to squeeze out more value. Finally, like most category cards, it is strongest only if your personal spending lines up with groceries, gas or transit, and dining. If your budget is heavier in other areas, a flat rate card will probably beat it over the course of the year. Overall, the Navy Federal More Rewards American Express card is a very solid, no annual fee option for eligible members who spend heavily on food, fuel, and commuting, and who pay off their balance every month. It delivers strong earning rates, flexible redemptions, and low nuisance fees, but its American Express network, membership restrictions, and lack of a 0% intro APR keep it from being a universal recommendation. If you are inside the Navy Federal ecosystem and want an everyday workhorse card for 2026, this is absolutely worth considering as a primary or secondary card in your wallet. Well, that's all for this video. I hope you found this video helpful. And if you did, make sure you give this video a super thanks by clicking on the heart icon to help support the channel, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We'll see you in the next one.